Okay, I'm ready for my close-up.
Okay, and we're live.
Hi.
Oh no! Me getting really close to the camera.
I hope everyone can hear everybody. Well, you should. But if you can't, let me know. We are back with the season 2 of our podcast, 20's in the 20's. The bottom is Rachel.
Brister doesn't know.
Bottom's Rachel. You see her often, and that's loubrew, Olivia.
Hi.
And today we are talking about ZODIACS. And I totally blanked out. But the first season is on my YouTube channel. I think if you go in my about, it's a little tiny icon. It's like Instagram, Twitter, Discord, and like vlogs. No. And it should be there if you click it, if you want to watch all the episodes. And this will be there too after tonight. I don't know when I'll post it. But either tonight or tomorrow. And Liv is the Zodiac expert.
Oh, I wouldn't say expert, but I know how to read.
She has printed out papers for the
Highlighted and everything.
I have all of my notes ready to analyze everybody. And I also have a whole book of secrets. Shit, that's loud.
I can't.
Are you hearing that on your end? My text message. My text. Okay, if you're not
No.
Okay, cool.
No.
So make sure. Hey.
So I am a Cancer. Rachel's a Leo, and I actually forgot what Liv is.
Wow.
Capricorn.
That's such a Cancer thing to do.
Wow.
Capricorn.
No, I'm kidding. Yeah. So the 3 main signs for everybody, the 3 that make up your personality for the most part, are your sun sign, which is like the one that you just said that everybody kind of knows, and then your moon sign, and also your rising sign. So for Barb, for example, she is a Cancer sun, a Leo moon, and a Capricorn rising. And then yep, she is.
Oh my god, you're a combination of all 3 of us. That's so cute.
Oh, that is cute. I didn't even notice that.
Maybe that's why I get along with you guys.
And then Rach is a Leo sun, Aries moon, and Gemini rising. And I am a Capricorn sun, Taurus moon, and Gemini rising as well. So we have the same rising sign, you and I. So that'll be interesting to look at when we get into it.
Damn. Okay.
So, who wants to go first? Who do we want to analyze first?
I'm posting about this, so I will go
guess
last.
Analyze me. I still don't know what rising suns and moons mean. I didn't.
Well, I'm gonna tell you about it, so don't you worry for one sec. So, what? Why are you laughing at me?
No, it's so funny.
Shut up. I want to be prepared. You'll hear about that when we talk about myself. I like to be prepared. Anyway, so your sun in Cancer. So this is your main side. So as basic as the zodiac gets, this will be where all of your traits fall in that sense.
Okay.
So I guess I'll go through and just read a paragraph at a time, and then we can discuss.
Mm-hmm.
This first one's only 2 paragraphs, so it's not terribly long. And stop me if we need to stop or whatever. Okay. Sun in Cancer. So the Sun in Cancer natives have a strong survival instinct, which might be why you're so good at DBE. Anyway, they are protective of those they care about and themselves too. They are often quite, reticent about sharing their inner selves to the rest of the world. They are often caught up in remnants. Cancers have a reputation for moodiness, although this trait is most evident with the moon in Cancer. Cancers need roots. They resist change to an extent and concern themselves about being secure and safe in most everything they do. Cancers can be quite intrigued by objects with history attached to them, such as antiques, photos, souvenirs, and stuff like that. So that's the first paragraph.
That is actually pretty accurate.
Yeah, I highlighted protective of those they care about. I feel like you're pretty protective of like Sil and your dogs and Rach and me and stuff like that. What? You don't think so? Well, no. Give me your feedback. What do you think?
Yeah, wait.
Barbara is protective because she doesn't have enough balls to be protective.
Okay, but I think that I kind of took it in more of like an internal way. Like she is protective of them, but she just wouldn't be, like you said, confrontational about
Yeah,
it.
I feel that. Yeah.
I don't know. I just think
Okay.
she cares. I don't think she's protective.
And then the other thing, intrigued by objects with a history, and it talks about like souvenirs and stuff. I don't know. I feel like you have a lot of collectibles, like literally right behind you.
Yeah, but I don't know. They don't really have any history. To
No,
me
the
too
history.
much.
Yeah, the history is a little off. I don't
No,
know.
you do like things like that. Remember you like begged your dad for like this old ass typewriter?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but that doesn't have like history to me. It's just old. I don't know.
You literally have almost everything from your childhood.
True. Yeah, and I don't want to get like rid of it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm,
Yeah,
mm-hmm.
yeah.
But
Okay,
souvenirs.
okay. It says like it things like that kind of
Okay.
thing. I mean, souvenirs when you like. I feel again, you have like tons of stuff. Like when you like go to Disney, don't you get souvenirs?
I
Could
mean,
you
of
consider
course.
your tattoos souvenirs? I don't know. I'm getting kind of broad there. Okay, next paragraph. Cancer is a very sensitive sign, and they don't always appreciate when you are blunt with them. Their reactions to hurt will depend on how thick of a shell they have developed. Most cancers react by withdrawing and retreating. Some have developed an ability to manipulate others to get what they want. They avoid direct confrontations,
Mm-hmm.
almost as a rule. Cancers are, in fact, quite yielding and soft when you have them in the right mood. They are one of the most hospitable signs of the zodiac. Sure, they can be touchy and indirect, but they are also very dependable and caring souls.
I think yeah, that's actually accurate.
I thought, yeah, I thought that one was accurate. Um, don't always appreciate when you're blunt. I highlighted withdrawing and retreating, avoid
Mm-hmm.
direct confrontations, dependable, caring souls. That's what I got out of that one. Thoughts, Rach?
No, I feel like this is pretty accurate.
Are you thinking this is all bullshit?
No, I'm listening. I'm listening.
Okay, okay. Just making sure. Okay. So short description, so like summary of the sun sign. She weighs words carefully and can be tenacious. A calm and discreet nature, tender, thoughtful, sensitive, and impressionable. Possible issues. She is humble, timid, changeable, indecisive, lazy, or oversensitive,
Yeah.
easily influenced by the family, and sometimes manipulative.
Actually, yeah. As a child, I was like, Mom, I need this puppy. Like, this puppy is crying for me, and this toy because it wants me and it's calling my name. I need to get it. Or, yeah, no, I feel that.
Okay. So the next paragraph is how your rising sign, rising, right? Yeah, how your rising sign affects your sun sign. So your rising sign is Capricorn, again, for a refresher. The work that you do and the services that you offer are often and very important to your sense of identity. In order to feel good about yourself, you need to be busy with daily activities to produce work you can be proud of. Focus on finding a suitable and rewarding avenue for expressing this part of you, being extra careful to choose an occupation in which you can express yourself. You are sensitive to criticism about the work that you do, and you work best when you can create your own schedule. Positive feedback for the services you render is important to you, but be careful to not over identify with the appreciation you receive from others, as your work and your health suffers when you feel underappreciated. Motivation to do a good job should come from within. I thought this whole paragraph was very much you.
Yeah.
Like, I just circled the whole thing.
Mm-hmm. That's kind of why I like Twitch. Like, you can see the rewards,
Exactly.
like, immediately, and I could do it on my own schedule.
You can express yourself. Yeah, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
That is exactly what I was
And then I
thinking.
hate being criticized. Like, I like compliments and stuff, but it's like, it can get to my head, too.
All the good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so then this is a shorter paragraph, but this is like the how your sun sign and your rising sign kind of like butt heads and what like is kind of a conflict between the two. And this says that she may face conflicts in life due to a projection of character that does not match what is on the inside. Misrepresentation of the self can be frequent. She must strive to understand how others perceive her and work on presenting a more accurate persona to the world, or she will rub people the wrong way or feel unrecognized and misunderstood.
True, I do come off very shy with like anyone I meet, but it's like when you do like get to know me, like I am weird, and I think I'm too scared to like show people that I'm like weird, because then they'll be like, oh, I don't actually want to talk to you anymore. I don't want to be friends with you anymore. Like you're creepy.
Yeah, well, and that's a good lead into your moon sign, because your moon sign is kind of how people that you're closest with see you. So like when you're really comfortable with somebody and you open up, and yours is in Leo, which makes sense why you and Rachel are such good friends, I think. Okay, so first paragraph. Depending on other positions in the chart, Moon and Leo people are not necessarily outgoing. When they feel comfortable, they do like being the center of attention. That is, they like being in the spotlight in the comfort of their own homes with family and friends. They enjoy entertaining others and often make the role of a comic. Lunar Leos often feel a need to organize and even control their families and friends. They have an inner mission to set things right and generally like to oversee the goings on in their little circle. Thoughts? Anybody? Should I keep going?
You can keep going, yeah.
Okay. This is a rather creative position of the moon. At the very least, Moon and Leo people want to create and entertain. They can be rather lazy at times and a little too bossy. Generally, though, they have a deep need to treat others fairly and justly. Lunar Leos require lots of love and care in order to function well in the world. When they feel slighted, these people can be dramatic in their emotional displays. When their pride has been hurt, they are given to big scenes and sulking. Yeah, so this rarely happens in public, however. Lunar Leos are far too concerned about their image to make splashy scenes outside the comfort of their own homes. In public, they prefer to take things in dignified ways. At home, however, they are given to. Oh, fuck. Oh, yeah. No, never mind. We're good. Sorry. Given to big displays of emotional drama. These scenes generally don't last too long, however. Lunar Leos are often personally popular folk who are valued for their integrity and strong sense of justice. Okay, I need to take a break from reading. What do y'all think about that?
I think that's true. Like I don't want to cause any scenes or even like be shouted at or shout at anyone in public, but like inside, like it's way different. I just don't want to like be perceived like the wrong way, but I can be so moody and dramatic if I need to be, or if it like, or if something like really hurts my feelings, I'd be like, what did you say?
Yeah, and I think that, yeah, definitely you like open up to Rach and I about that, like especially with like stuff going on at home. You're quick to be like, I can't believe this is happening, and blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
And yeah,
get
not
dramatic.
get into details, but yeah. Okay, Rach, what are you thinking over there?
I think all that was pretty accurate, Rachel. I don't know, because I know you're very like off about this like zodiac thing, but like from every single thing that she said kind of like explains me.
I will give my feedback at the end.
Okay. Well, this is the last one, is your rising sign. And your rising sign is said to kind of the opposite of your moon sign. It's how people like perceive you when you first meet somebody or in public, so people you don't know. And yours is in Capricorn. There is a seriousness to Capricorn rising people that is unmistakable. Even when they're joking around, it's of the deadpan variety. In fact, plenty of humorous people have Capricorn ascendants, and it's all in the timing. And the fact that they don't giggle before the joke is over. Capricorn ascendant people project competence. They simply ooze it. They're generally very image conscious people. The clothes they wear and their manner are a big deal to them. They want to appear successful, and they generally succeed. Often the ascendant persona is the one that was forced upon us by family conditioning. For example, parents may label their Libra ascendant child as the nice one, their Aries ascendant child as the independent one, or their Pisces ascendant child is generally the space cadet of the family. We adopt these roles as familiar ones, and they often carry them with us as our defense mechanisms in some way or another for the rest of our lives. In the case of Capricorn ascendants, these were the children who were considered the responsible ones. Sometimes it was they themselves who looked around them and felt the need to be the structured, dependable, and responsible member of the family. So often Capricorn rising people adopted a strong sense of tradition, family, and responsibility at a very young age. Thoughts?
That one confused me a little bit.
Okay.
Is it like...
Which part? I think it talked about your sense of humor in a way, like you kind of have like a dry sense of humor, and like the jokes you make are very like they're really funny, but like it's like one note kind of thing. Like you don't get like super dramatic and emotional when it comes to your jokes, like sarcastic remarks and stuff like that, or what I took that as. And then it also talked about you just being the responsible one and having to kind of take on that responsibility at a young age, kind of thing.
Yeah, I can partially agree with, like, before my dad died, I was, like, a child. Like, I completely wasted money. Then when he died, I kind of, like, realized money is not like coming out of everyone's asses, that like people have like a limit, and that I just can't keep spending it, and then like now my mother needs help, so I feel that. But then like I guess I got back into a playful state and I realized I can do both and manage it in my own way. So yeah, I slightly agree with that.
The next one thing that I highlighted says that their childhoods may have been difficult, but they slowly but surely turned their lives around. Which,
I mean, my child.
Barbara, I don't think her childhood was difficult. I think her adolescence was difficult with the whole passing of her dad.
I think my childhood wasn't difficult, but if you like, from an outsider's perspective, if you like looked at it from my mom or dad's point of view, they'd probably be like, why are you spoiling her? Like, you don't have all that money to be doing this with her. Like, I think I had a shielded childhood, so in my mind it was like great, perfect. But to like, I guess them, they were trying to make it seem like it was perfect. Like, I didn't have any friends. You know how people like in preschool like have preschool friends or like kindergarten friends, or like go to camp or do summer activities? I was always alone because my parents were working, but still I had fun because I was an introvert, you know. So for me that was still perfect. I still love my childhood.
Okay, well, those are the three main ones. Do we want to move on to Rach now, or Rach, do you have any final thoughts?
Sure. Oh no, I'm gonna give my thoughts at the very, very end.
The very end.
She's gonna be like, this is bullshit.
People gonna forget.
Nah, she won't forget.
Okay, so Rach is Leo Sun, Aries Moon, which Aries Moon, I'm excited to talk about that one. and Gemini rising, which so all three of our, I was telling Barb this before the podcast, all three of our rising signs, I'm kind of like, I don't know, maybe, but okay, we'll see. All right, Sun in Leo. There's an unmistakably regal air to solar Leos. These are dignified, even noble folk. Leos have a reputation for being conceited, but think again. Leos do feel important, but this generally takes the form of wanting to change the world in some way, to make the world a better place. They are generally motivated by affection for people and often have big dreams and plans to make people happy. That last line I feel like was very true about you. Generally, Leos are hardworking. After all, they are attracted to the good things in life, and they know they have to work to get them. It is sometimes difficult to imagine Leos as go-getters if you happen to catch them in one of their languid moods. These people can sleep in, laze around, and luxuriate for long periods of time. However, when they do get to work, they do it with intensity and determination. In this way, they are not unlike their symbol, the lion. They're not unlike their symbol, the lion. The worst thing you could do to a Leo is accuse them of bad intentions. Displaying behavior that makes them think you don't appreciate them runs a close second. These happy people become mighty hurt when others don't see them for their noble intentions. Thoughts?
I know we shook our heads at lazy.
Yeah, that part was off.
But lazy could mean, like, different things.
The thing is that I'm not lazy. Like, period. I'm not lazy. If I have to do something, I'll do it.
Yeah.
I don't want to do it, but I'll do it. I'm not lazy. I go to work every day. I do, like, so much shit. But people see me as lazy because, I'm not out all the time. I'm not out walking. I don't, I'm not.
You're in bed playing video games.
They see me in, like, my downtime.
Right, but the fact that one thing is what you picked out of everything I just read, though, because it literally says the worst thing you could do to a Leo is accuse them of bad intentions.
Yeah.
So, like, I said so many good things about you, that, like, they're generally motivated by affection for people, often have big dreams and plans to make people happy. Like, those are all, like, really positive things.
And but
the
the
lazy
thing is, it's like, I feel like it's not even, like, I kind of ignored that because I feel like a lot of people have the motivation to do things because of the care that they have for others.
Yeah.
So I kind of just ignored that because I feel like that's just a general trait in life.
I mean, not really.
Barbara, are you telling me that if you didn't care about Sylvester, you wouldn't do half the stuff you do? Of course, you care about him, so you do the stuff that you do.
But you care for, like, almost everybody.
I do not care for everybody. What the fuck you talking about?
Like, you just want everyone to be, like, at least happy, but, like, the people you do care about,
I don't give a shit about, like, 99% of the people in my life.
Okay.
Like, what? Like, my mom? Bye. My parents? Bye. My brothers? Bye. Like...
Okay. No. Well, short description. She is masterful, she likes authority, she aspires towards an ideal. She likes to give advice. She is honest, frank, loyal, and open and sincere. That's the summary. All right. Okay. So Leo, this is how your rising sign affects your, which is Gemini, affects your sun sign. You invest much of your pride and energy into your personal and private life, your home and your family. Privacy is important to you. You are naturally protective of your family, including your heritage and of your personal life. Avoid being defensive as you work to build a secure foundation for yourself and the people you love. That was that.
Wait, can you go back to family? I kind of zoned out.
Okay, yeah, the whole thing?
No, just like the, I think it's the second sentence.
That you are naturally protective of your family, including your heritage and your personal life?
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
I hate my family.
Well, aren't you protective, like, over your grandma, or, like, used to be, at least?
I hate my family.
What about me?
I'm not Dom Toretto.
Imagine if I was in your family, if you had, like, a family of, like, me.
You are my family.
Yeah, so, like,
you are my family.
You're really protective of me. I think you choose your family is the difference between, like...
I would agree.
Family.
And what about your personal life? It also says you're protective of your personal life.
How would I be protective of my personal life? Like, what kind of example would that be?
Like being, I guess, like the example that I think of is being protective, like with your like love life, like not letting, how do I want to say this? Like not putting yourself out there too soon, like kind of being protective of that and to like make sure everything's good. Shit, I just dropped my AirPod.
You do choose your family, yeah.
Like also knowing your boundaries, like at work, for example, how you weren't happy with work and you know that, like for your own personal well-being, like that wasn't a good situation for you, so you like approached your boss about it or whatever, that whole thing. And I don't know, just overall just doing things to try to take care of yourself. I don't know.
I think that's like now though, but because of everything that's going on personally, I don't think it has to do with my rising sign.
All right, let's get into this moon sign.
Do all of these signs, could they like change? Because like let's say this was written like a year ago. Do you think the whole entire description would change the next year, or is it like permanent?
No, I think it's relatively permanent, because it goes off of the date and time and location that you were born. So that's what these descriptions are coming from.
Yeah.
So it stays the same.
Okay.
Over time. Okay. Should I read this whole thing or should I just read the paragraph that I like? I'll read the first two paragraphs.
Don't read all of it.
Do what? You what?
I tried and I got so bored after like 2 sentences.
Okay, well let me read
my own chart.
This one that I thought like the whole thing was pretty much spot on. So your moon is in Aries, and again, your moon sign is how people that are closest to you view you. Oddly enough, this is a very defensive position of the moon. These natives take things very personally, and they deal with problems by facing them right away so that they can then get on with other things. Their flare-ups generally end almost as quickly as they started. Lunar Arians have an unmistakable independent streak. They put themselves right out there in the world, and they make an impression in whatever they do. Their self-confidence is actually variable. Although a strong personality is projected, Moon and Aries people go through plenty of ups and downs. Their moodiness is not like a Cancer or Pisces moodiness. They don't withdraw themselves into or escape the world when they're down. Instead, they are temperamental. Some might say that people with Moon and Aries actually enjoy trouble and confrontations. Indeed, this position is easily bored with the environments that are too peaceful. Their homes, especially their childhood homes, are often battlegrounds. They rule the roast, or at least want to, and are not the most peaceful of folk to live with.
I do not agree with that.
None of it?
I would just like my home life being a battleground, but I do not enjoy confrontation.
Yeah,
I do not
like runs like ish.
I actually try to avoid it as much as possible, but
so this is with people that you're closest with though. So remember that. This isn't just random strangers.
Yeah, no, I know. The thing is, it's like, it really depends on the situation, because if I want the fight to be over quickly, I will confront you. If I don't give a shit, if you are the one who was in the wrong, I'm retreating and you gotta come to me, bitch. That's just how it is. That's why Barbara and I fight all the time. So
I've had both of it.
Yeah, like Barbara can say that I've just completely just gone silent.
And I've had
I
her
don't
like
talk to anyone.
straight up call me and be like, "Yo, what's going on?"
We gotta discuss this. Yeah, we gotta discuss this. Because it's like, sometimes we fight over the stupidest things, and it's just kind of like, okay, we gotta find out if this was one of us who was in the wrong, if this was a miscommunication, like, what the fuck is going on?
Mm-hmm.
But, like, I would love to live in a peaceful household. I don't. I don't love living here.
Yeah.
I would love to live in a peaceful household. What was the last thing you said? What was the last sentence?
The last thing was about their homes, especially the childhood homes, are often battlegrounds. They rule they rule the roost, or at least want to. They are not the most peaceful folk to live with.
Oh, I am literally, like, if someone lived with me, they wouldn't even know that I was in the house. I'm, like, so chill. Legit,
Yeah.
My ex can tell you. My ex, he hates me and wants to kill me, but, like, he can say that I legit would just, like, sit in a corner and just do my thing.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
why would I want to
think
fight with someone 24/7?
Wouldn't be peaceful to live with. Like, she stayed at my house for like 2 weeks at one point, and like
Stayed at your house for like months.
Well, yeah, but like she was pretty quiet. She just did her own thing. Like, I'm sure, like, let's say if you moved in with me now, like, you would be in your room, or you would like come out. Maybe you'd cook. Maybe you wouldn't do anything big, non-peaceful.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll move on to the rising sign, and now this one is both you and my rising signs. So as we go through it, you can kind of apply it to both of us. That way, I don't have to go through and read it again. Okay. Those born with Gemini rising see the world as a place to learn. They are curious about the people around them. Sounds similar to Sagittarius rising. Well, it is, but there are some important differences. While Sagittarius seeks to expand their mental and physical horizons in a broad sense, Gemini is mostly interested in moving about in their social circles. These are the people who love to ask questions, to move around freely, and to mingle. Definitely restless and often quick in physical expression, natives of the Gemini ascendant extrude an air of impatience, even if they don't mean it. In fact, there's a cleverness to Gemini ascendants that can intimidate some, especially sensitive folk. Their facility with words can be a wonderful asset. Although sometimes Gemini rising individuals identify too much with their mental agility and forget in their personal interactions and communications to nurture the people around them. A certain lack of warmth in presentation can be a result. And although this style is generally a facade, it is not immediately apparent to most. People with, for example, predominant water signs may feel a little at ease. You don't have a predominant water sign, neither do I. Okay, that's it.
I felt
that.
I don't know. I feel like that applied more to you.
Yeah, I don't like either of. I don't like this one for either of us, honestly. Yeah. Quick and physical expression. I highlighted. I think I'm that way. I don't know.
Quick and physical expression.
Yeah, like I wear my expressions on my face. Like if I'm pissed, like I'm pissed. I don't have to say anything. You can just see it.
Oh, you can see it on Rachel, like on her face.
That's just because I have RBF.
I mean, the opposite too. Like if I'm really happy, like I'm like can't stop smiling and my cheeks hurt.
You smile a lot.
Yeah, it's a problem.
It's very hard to see me smile when I'm out. Like out in the world. Mm-hmm. Like, you guys see me smiling all the time because I love you guys, and obviously, like, you guys bring me joy, but it's like, when I have to go out and be a person, I'm kind of just like, like, just this neutral face, like, neither happy nor sad, just existing.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that was it. any final overall thoughts, or are we saving?
You're not gonna read yours?
No, I'm gonna read mine. That was it for you.
Oh, okay. No.
No.
You can go on.
All right. So I am a Capricorn, my sun sign. And this says, Capricorn is a feet on the ground, eye on the prize sign. Those with sun in Capricorn have a realistic, grounded approach to life that can be seen no matter how dreamy the rest of the birth chart gets. These people know how to do things and how to get things done. Some Capricorns naturally turn their backs on things they deem too frivolous. They are very much concerned with things that are worthwhile, and that includes their own lives. Capricorns want to do and be something worthwhile. Like their earth sign relatives, they need to feel useful and effective in the real world in order to be satisfied with their lives. But the Capricorn spin on the earth signs is that Capricorn possesses a stronger need for recognition in a worldly sense. They have a strong sense of society and its framework, and they feel most secure when they are doing their part within that framework. Why is mine so long? Jesus. Yeah, for that one, I highlighted realistic and grounded approach. Turn their backs on things that are too frivolous. I'm pretty cheap when it comes to myself and like nice things. Like I don't care about that. And yeah. I do think that I feel the need to be useful and effective in my home life, but not so much like in a career base. And a lot of like what I'm going to read here soon talks about how Capricorns have to like climb the ladder and like be really successful in their job. And I don't feel that way for that, but I do feel that like I want to be like the best wife possible and the best friend possible and the best mom in the future possible. So anyway, okay, we'll keep going. Capricorns can sometimes
give me nieces and nephews.
Yes, eventually.
Tomorrow.
Not tomorrow. Capricorns can sometimes be rather lonely people, although they rarely show it. They are often a little reserved and even standoffish. This is generally because they value all things practical and they seldom wear their emotions on their sleeves unless they have a particularly flamboyant moon sign. This is a sign that is surely the most resourceful of the zodiac. To some, Capricorns come across as unimaginative, but they can be enormously creative when it comes to the material world. They are generally capable people with a strong sense of tradition and responsibility. For that one, I highlighted resourceful. That's literally like, if I'm doing an interview, that's the first thing, like positive trait that I say about myself is that I'm resourceful. And I do think I'm kind of unimaginative. Like, not trying to like diss myself, but I do think that.
Think so. I think you do come up with a lot of great ideas, and you're pretty creative.
I'm creative when I'm resourceful and I do my research.
Yeah, like look, she printed out a freaking thing for the podcast.
Exactly. I like to prepare. That's another thing. They make their way steadily and sure-footedly. Is something I highlighted. Like I don't want to mess up, so I make sure like everywhere I'm going, I'm prepared. I know I'm not going to make a fool out of myself.
Yeah.
Capricorns are not known for taking too many risks in life. I'm just kind of like skimming now. They have practical advice and they'll help you organize and manage your life a little better. Capricorns are generally good with their word and they're dependable, rather loyal people. I like to think that about myself because I don't want to let people down. So I'm loyal to a fault almost. Because I don't want to, yeah.
That's like, why you have so many plans with so many people. Like you just
yes, that I don't want to do. Like this weekend, for example.
Yeah.
But I can't tell my dad no. Anyway, okay. So, in short, she is honest, reserved, circumspect, honorable, and strong-willed. Quietly ambitious within the realms of possibility. She likes and takes on responsibility. She can work in the social domain. Yeah. Possible issues. A sometimes bitter and mistrustful mind. Which, I mean, I think I can get bitter sometimes, but I don't know. I do think I'm too trustful of people at first. Like, I want to believe the best in people, and that's not the case most of the time.
Yeah. I just feel like we kind of all piece together really well. I feel like in Barbara and I's case, we don't need a third person, because Barbara and I have been a duo for our entire friendship.
Okay.
But gosh, you always gotta wait for the but. But I feel like you were kind of like the piece that we were missing, kind of to balance each other out. We all balance each other out. It's not like you're our mediator, because like, you know, sometimes I'll help you guys out, or sometimes Barbara will help us out, or oh no, you're always our mediator. But it's like we help each other out. Yeah. Oh yeah, without Olivia, Barbara and I probably wouldn't be speaking to this day.
No.
Olivia has ceased fire a lot.
Yeah.
I am.
But she tries to be. She sides with Barbara a lot. But it's okay.
Okay, here we go.
It's okay. I can take them on by myself.
Probably because she's a Capricorn rising. I relate.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Your Capricorn sign. Capricorns are just weird. I don't know. From what I've read, I don't feel like it really applies.
Tell me.
Yeah, what'd you read?
Well, because my manager and the other girl that I was working with yesterday, they're both Capricorns.
Mhm.
So I was just reading from their birth chart.
I think I'm definitely more on the laid back side of Capricorn, and that might have to do with like my moon side and stuff. But they're very like ambitious to the point where like it might even be taken as like bossy in some sense. But I think I don't know why I just am not that way. I don't know. Oh, whatever. Okay, let's move on. My moon sign is in Taurus, which I think Taurus and Capricorn are kind of similar, so this might be kind of like boring and almost the same thing that we just read. But it says familiarity is important to lunar Taurians. These people are earthy and strong-willed. They feel with their senses, and they are pretty much rooted in their ways. They revel in material comforts. In fact, building a solid and comfortable home and foundation helps them to keep feeling safe and content. It isn't wise to try to push lunar Taurans into doing anything, but once they have made a commitment, they are persevering. There's a steadiness to this position of the moon that is comforting to those close to them. But the conservative streak in these natives can be maddening to more progressive personalities. They tend to go out of their way to avoid messy and unpredictable situations, crises, and emotional displays. Instead, they focus on creating a reliable and secure life around them. In relationships, lunar Taurans may not easily recognize their partner's need for change, growth, and emotional stimulation. They will rarely make a move without first determining that it's safe and that there isn't something in it for them. Many moon Taurus people hang on to their mates, even in a face of serious conflict. Taurus is a fixed sign, so breakups do not happen easily. Rarely they are spontaneous sorts, uncomfortable with surprises. These natives value stability. Their needs are strong but quite simple at the same time. They love all the good things in life. The world of the five senses is all important to these natives. Their love and stability and steadiness can make them slaves to routine. That was a lot.
I don't think that really applied to you as much. There was one about maybe I misheard you. Like, you kind of like not caring about your partner's emotional.
Not caring, but not being able to recognize the partner's need for emotional stimulation. I think that's very true.
I don't think that's true at all.
About, like, if I'm talking about Zach and I, for example.
Well, like, she always is like, oh, I should go spend time with, like, Zach, or, like, I'm being a bad girlfriend playing video games. Is it in, like,
yeah,
that?
But then, yeah, like, I don't know, Zach is a Gemini, and he likes to talk about a lot of things. Like, one of the very first things when we first started dating, he just, like, would talk about all these in-depth things, and I was like, I've never had this kind of conversation before in my life. Like, what is happening? And I feel like sometimes, like, I almost can't keep up with his brain. Like, sometimes, like, I might be boring, and I don't come up with, like, cool, crazy, mind-blowing topics to talk about.
So that's how I
took it. Yeah. I would agree.
Yeah, because I feel like you're very considerate of him.
I try to be.
Yeah. I don't know about
spontaneous.
Your past dating life. But I don't know.
I
think breakups would have. I was gonna say. Apparently, I think breakups came quite easy to you when you were younger.
Relationships, though.
I feel like you are pretty spontaneous. I mean, she's going to a Jonas Brothers concert, and I found out through her calendar.
Yeah,
this is not spontaneous. I'm planning that like 3 months in advance.
And she didn't tell us.
But still, like sometimes you'll be like, oh, I'm going to a fair, or oh, I'm going to this, and we're like, where are you getting these plans?
Yeah. Like you have volleyball after this.
Yeah.
It's about to start storming here, so I'm hoping it gets canceled.
No, that's what I was doing on my phone.
Cancel!
It's
Don't go
rain
play DVD with us.
Okay, so that was it. We already read my rising sign because it was the same as Rach.
Also, like input from chat, like do you guys believe in zodiacs? Do you check your zodiacs? Have you ever checked it? Do you follow it? Like, do you believe it, or do you think you're nothing like the zodiac says, or you just don't believe in like that the stars determine who you are? Because like I don't read it like every day, but like if something comes up while I'm scrolling, I'll read it and I'll be like, oh, this doesn't apply to me, or oh wow, this is so accurate. Like it really depends on what I come up on. So it's like a hit or miss. But, like, that was pretty accurate. So, I don't know. Sometimes it's scary accurate, but I don't care too much. Yeah, it's weird.
But, okay, so I'm gonna give my input now. The thing with zodiacs is that they're so generalized to a group of people that they have to be general. They can't go into specifics. If they went into specifics about something, then Leos would be like, oh, wait, no, that's not actually me. Like, introverted Leos would be like, no, that's not me.
Yeah.
Extroverted Leos would be like, no, that's not me. But they take this generalization of what they think the stars mean and put it to a name. Now, I'm not dissing people who believe in zodiacs. Everyone can believe whatever they want. I respect people that believe in zodiacs because it's something different. It's something that you put your faith into. It's like, I don't know, I don't want to say it's like a religion, but whatever. I just don't believe that the way the stars were put in the sky the day I was born has to do with anything in my personality. I think my trauma has to do with my personality and things that you go through in life. Because if you tell a little African boy that he's a Virgo because of this and this and this, he's gonna laugh in your face.
Yeah.
True.
And he's gonna be like, is a Virgo a piece of steak? Because I'll take it. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I would agree that like all of your past experiences, things that happen, absolutely affect you 100%. But I mean, if you go into depth, and each individual topic is general. Like your sun sign is very general, your moon sign is very general. your ascendant's very general, but when you mix them all together, and all the other planets too, Mercury through Pluto, they all have a little bit of they all have a little bit of you. So they say. If you believe
exactly,
in
that. Like what Broken said. Like when people are like, oh my god, like they're being a complete bitch. Oh my god, it's the Aries in me. No, Karen, you're just a bitch. Like, you're just a bitch. I'm never going to excuse my bitchy actions for, oh, it's the Leo in me. Like, no. Like, sometimes Olivia will come and I'll say something and she's like, oh my god, that's such a Leo thing. And I'm like, Olivia, I'm gonna smack you across that Capricorn-ass face.
I try not to say it too much. I hold back.
You used to say it a lot. You haven't said it recently. You used to say it all the time.
Although
you'd be
now
like,
that
oh my
I know
god, Barbara, that's the Cancer in you.
Yeah.
I know you're an Aries moon, I will be bringing that up. I'm just kidding.
My mom is an Aries sun.
Aries are like known to just be like sporadic, like all over the place. Like, what the heck is happening? Yeah. But yeah,
I don't know my mother.
I think zodiacs are pretty interesting, but yeah, it's like a general explanation of like a part of you. Obviously, everyone has so many different parts of them that make up who they are. So it can, explain some.
Broken. Yes, Broken. Spot on.
I'm a sage.
I am a sage. Yeah, Cancers are sensitive. I'm pretty sensitive, moody, and I cry a lot. So.
But that's the thing. I'm sensitive, I'm moody, and I cry a lot.
But I feel like you're as sensitive in a different way.
I was gonna say, didn't it say that you're
sensitive?
Your thing said they are sensitive, but not like a Cancer or a Pisces is sensitive. Where did that say that at? Was that in your moon sign?
In the moon sign, I think.
Like, I'm sensitive that, like, you hurt my feelings, I'll, like, go in a corner and hide. You're sensitive as if somebody says something, you react, and, like, you're like, no, this is not, like, right. I don't know, I can't use
it says your moodiness is not like Cancer or Pisces, not sensitiveness.
The thing is, this is going to get a little bit off topic of the Zodiacs, but I was talking to Rachel yesterday about how I don't know who I am. I wear all these masks with different people. So you guys see me one way, but if you go out and like some random stranger insults me or says something like that, I'm not gonna confront them. I'm not gonna be like, wait, bitch, no, you're wrong. No, I'm not gonna be like that. I'm gonna be like, oh shit, and go cry in my car.
No.
So it's like,
yeah.
Go.
Angry crying, yes, all the time. I just cry with every emotion. Just crying 24/7. But yeah, I don't believe in zodiacs. I don't think the stars have to do with my personality. But that's just me.
Yeah. I think they're fun. It's very...
I think they're fun.
Interesting.
I think that it helps me understand.
I think they're so entertaining to read. But it's also entertaining to fuck with you guys. Because I can legit read you something that says Libra, and you'll be like, oh my god, that's so me. And I'm like, oh, really?
But we know you're not a Libra, so you can't fuck with us. Ma'am?
No. Like, I could read you guys something like say I was like, oh my god, Barbara, this is what it says about Cancer. And read you what it says about Libra. And you'll be like, oh my god, that's so me. And I'm like, yeah, it really is.
If you have Libra in your chart somewhere, like in Mercury or Venus, that could apply.
It's raining. Yeah, exactly.
At the end of the day, I like it because even if you don't believe in it or somebody doesn't believe in it, that's totally fine. That does not bug me at all. I just think that it helps me understand other people and like how to like not, I guess deal with them sounds bad, but like how to like understand why they act the way they do or why they say the things that they do, and like
No,
know,
yeah,
helps.
I completely understand that, and I think that's such a healthy way to deal with things like that, because I feel like if I believed in zodiacs and I saw the way that you saw people, I probably wouldn't be hated by as many people. But I just choose to not really understand people because people don't understand me.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just like, you
Fair
know
enough.
what? Fuck it. Why do I have to learn to understand you? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's pouring bad. I don't know if you can hear it, but it's crazy.
I hear
I
it.
can. Yeah.
Olivia's volleyball's getting canceled.
I'm not in New York. Not
Yes,
raining
she
here
is.
Yeah,
It's
but
not raining.
this episode will be on my YouTube probably by tonight or tomorrow. And then Rachel and I will be back next week. We don't have a date. When do you think we should do it?
Next week.
Yeah, we're
Next week.
restarting the podcast. It'll most likely be
I was just informed of
Thursday, Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, one of those days.
most likely Thursday because it's my day off.
Sure. We could do Thursdays at whatever time.
Probably a little bit earlier. Oh no, this time was fine. My parents aren't home
Yeah.
yet. They're probably just getting home.
So we have 8 episodes in total. This is the first one. We will probably get up to episode 5, and then Rachel and I will have to go to Disney, so we're going to skip 2 weeks and then return for 6, 7, 8.
Aw,
Any
jealous.
topics? Yes, we have topics all planned out. I actually can tell you what next
We-
week is going to be.
We
And-
have topics.
Ooh.
Maybe Liv will
We
be back.
have topics.
Yes, I sent you this months ago.
We-
It's okay.
We have topics.
Yes. I wrote this in April. So,
Okay.
next,
Not informed of this.
Olivia can always
What are we
join,
talking about?
or anybody can
What?
join. I'm trying to explain. Shut up. We can have any guest if they feel free, or if they want to. Liv can join. The next thing we're talking about is games we played. So new games, old games, like the Facebook games. Do you remember Sims on Facebook? And like
Oh, I
No.
remember Farmingville.
old games.
Mm-hmm. Farmville.
And we're gonna talk about that.
Dragon.
Comparing new games, and then we're going to talk about nudity in games.
Oh.
Opinions on that.
I 100% agree with it.
Keep
And
it
there should be more.
for the next episode. You guys really just exist as unit. We do. But yeah, I am going to end this so Liv can go. It's been an hour already, and it'll be up on YouTube.
Leaving.
What?
Oh, jeez.
Olivia's not leaving.
Okay.
It's
So-
gonna start raining as soon as I get there.
True. So yeah, we will see you guys next week. Goodbye.